Welcome back to episode 9 of the Epic After Hours podcast. Welcome back, Poki, Tada, and Ben. Tada from Portugal and Ben from
I didn't really
Bad
go
Bunny,
away.
Puerto Rico.
It's still America.
Technically.
Wait,
Technically.
always one thing that weird with me about Puerto Rico is it feels like the Caribbean with a Walmart.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's just like one big
It's,
Walmart.
it's the Caribbean with a Walmart and American dollars.
Yeah.
That's the only main difference there. How about you in Portugal? There you were gone for 6 months.
3 weeks. 3 weeks, 6 months. This guy. I wish I was there for 6 months. I was there for 3 weeks. I didn't want to come back.
We could tell.
We didn't want you back.
Yeah, everything was running so smooth here while you were gone.
Why did you go?
I bet.
Why
Huh?
did you come back?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I still need to make money.
Got it. Got it. So as you guys heard it here first, Pokemon is all about the money.
Damn right.
What did you get up to?
Huh?
What did you get up to? Keep it PG.
Yeah.
Pretty chill, honestly. Spent some time with family. Had wedding, baptism. The last week I did have some free time. I ended up going to 2 card shops. One in Aveiro, Pokebox, if I'm not mistaken, was the name. I can send you pictures in if you want to show them, or we could post them on
Yeah.
Instagram so they could see what it looks like. And I went to another one in Porto, one of the bigger cities over in Portugal. The TCG market over there is pretty different in my opinion. There's definitely people interested in Pokemon, One Piece especially, but I didn't see too much of like the singles market. It was mostly focused on like sealed product, and then there was a lot of people that played. Both shops did have like a big play area, which was really nice.
Is it because people there's not that many singles available, or is it because singles are too costly, or like what do people play? Like do people play with Portuguese cards?
So, well, for One Piece, they were English. They didn't have them in Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon I know did make Portuguese for a while. I could fact check this, but I think Astral Radiance was the last Portuguese set that Pokemon actually released officially. So I'm assuming they're playing with English cards now to keep up with the current.
So then, yeah, if they're experiencing kind of a shortage,
I don't know if it's shortage per se. They had black and white products on the shelf.
mm-hmm. Price wise, good.
But market value, it wasn't even like
Market
MSRP.
value
It
for
was
what?
for the
Market value of the US or
of the it was like a US. Once you did the currency exchange, it ended up being pretty much on par with.
it's very similar. Isn't it like 1.1 though? But surely, like I know, like the UK is not based on US prices. It's they've got their own.
No, over there, once you did the currency exchange, they basically kept up with what our market prices were. So
Yeah,
Maybe they do buy from
what I'm
here.
saying. What I'm saying though is like the singles market, like they didn't have many singles on display for sale. It was just mostly sealed product. I just think that with like certain cards, they're probably just like they can't afford them. Maybe I don't know
so
what it is.
that's when it would fall into the whole, market price, I guess, when what Ben was saying, which is like, yeah, the singles, if you're gonna be going for English,
Mhm.
obviously they're gonna be much higher at the time. Even for older cards, when we look at the price of Portuguese or Spanish versus an English card, or even German, like the price is a lot lower.
It was low, yeah, because it's not as sought after.
Exactly. So maybe if they had Portuguese singles, they would be
They would
able
have
to
been okay.
they'd be
Yeah,
able
I
to
see
sell
what you're
them,
saying.
but like English singles over there are going to be unaffordable for the
Because you got to import them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But because I did look when obviously you mentioned it, because I know Bandai is the company that's the distro.
for Pokemon.
Yeah, in Portugal, in Spain.
Oh wow, okay, that's kind of crazy.
They only have one. I think it was one distro that we saw.
Yeah,
was-
Bandai.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, well, I guess with
The,
Bandai, that's I don't know.
Yeah, if you want an
If I was
example,
Bandai, I'd be giving the product to no one.
if I was to give you, if I
I'd
was
just
to
be
give,
just giving all the other Bandai products.
Yeah.
if I was to give you an example, the one card that I did see was the Victini from White Flare. They had it at €375. and once I did the
Yeah.
the currency exchange, it came out to like $430. So it's basically. I
So
actually think it was a little cheaper than what it was at the
why
time.
didn't you just pull it like Jeff
I,
did?
yeah, right. I don't have.
Yeah,
his,
no.
I don't have. His, I don't have his
I don't
luck.
open one ATV.
I
guy.
did.
It's
I
not
did
that
open.
hard to pull, guys.
I did
like,
open some.
honestly.
I did open some packs trying to beat your trying to beat your pull rates. I managed
Some
to get the.
packs.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeff opened one pack.
I opened 8 just so I could win.
Yeah, basically, I took 2 packs with me over there, and I opened those 2 packs,
Yeah.
and I got nothing from them. You just kept opening.
You
packs.
didn't manage to go to any like shops, or you didn't see anything in the Lisbon area?
In the Lisbon area, there wasn't any really shops. It just mostly like where they usually sell packs, like these little corner stores and stuff where they sell packs and
Uh-huh.
school supplies and stuff. So you can find them there,
Uh-huh.
which are also English packs, but once again the prices were crazy. And like Toys R Us and like those places, you find packs.
Okay.
When did you go to Portugal again? 95?
Exactly. That's why I did the Toys R Us video, which I dropped on the TikTok. So I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I need to drop this because this is crazy. Even then, though, it was crazy because like when I walked in Toys R Us, like they have like $100 Legos boxes right on the shelf where you can grab, but yet the Pokemon packs are locked up in this little like plastic thing, and I was just like, okay.
So you stole some Legos, is that what you're trying to tell us?
Basically, just the Legos. Yeah, I couldn't take the Pokemon cards.
How was your trip to Puerto Rico?
Good. Red Bunny were good. I liked him before, but I think I like him more now after. It was a good concert.
Was it?
Yeah, we were sat pretty high up, but then
He was doing one like every week, basically, wasn't
no,
he?
we're doing 3 every weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Because I kept seeing like different like celebrities would be going to like all these shows. I'm like, how many concerts is this guy having?
Yeah, I think I think who do you got? Ningo Flo? That you did one of the songs with? Sounds like an 8-year-old child. It's such a squeaky voice.
Yeah.
And then basically, yeah, we're good. They did like a outdoor area. Were all good. Like they were all different. Like it was basically a promo kind of for companies. T-Mobile were there. They had like a little T-Mobile house. They had like all people.
I mean, for T-Mobile, there's a whole district.
People were queuing up for free shit.
not
Where
even-
in Puerto Rico?
Yes, they have a whole district. It's called
Yeah, I
T-Mobile
went-
District. It's
I
a whole
went-
area.
That's where
the
I got the fresh hats from.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were in there, like that with the T-Mobile district. 'Cause they got like a little stage and stuff.
Yep. They have a whole district over there, but
But good. I like Puerto Rico. Good food. Like really good food. Good beaches.
But then he dropped this album anyway with saying that he was going to take some time off, and I don't know where he drops an album.
When for this one?
Yeah.
No, he did it to basically get people to come to Puerto Rico.
Well, I know he did a concert over there, but
yeah.
he was supposed to take some time off after his last album. Then he just drops another album. Like he doesn't seem like he stops working. Clearly,
Yeah, but you may as well while you're hot, you just keep it
Makes
rolling.
sense.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
then if you open and coming back in a couple of years and the market's changed, then you've got to change for it, or just keep
He
pumping
would
it,
have
pumping out the
missed
same
out. He
shit.
would have missed out on some opportunities or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
keep pumping
That's
out the
true.
same
Yeah,
shit.
well, keep it up while he's hot.
yeah. Pump out singles, pump out different things, and then if it does change, you can just change with it instead of just sitting in the back. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Well-
definitely good. I enjoyed it.
I guess now we're all back from vacation. We're gonna get back to business. Like
Yeah. Well, this month's a big month. We have a new release this month.
2 new releases.
2 actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's mega evolutions for Pokemon. Finally, new set, new era.
new era has begun.
Same shit, destroyed. Getting no product.
I mean, how do you guys feel about what Pokemon's doing with the whole distro thing? That they're not going to be they're not going to be supplying as much of distros. They're going to be trying to go more towards corporate. Like they're going to be supplying Costco more and Walmart more and that type of thing.
Well, I know this is like the next section, but what happened when Pokemon did it? Within latest set, there were 42,000 items that got bought.
Yeah, well,
Before they even
that's,
think.
that's gonna be for
So then
the
your
Phantasmal
Walmart,
Flames
your
release.
Walmart, your Targets online are just gonna get botted. Like Walmart didn't care. Like they released like what? How many?
Walmart sold out within like
How
a
many of
minute.
their bundles and stuff? Like
Yeah,
they-
and
they
there was no
don't-
limits, which is crazy.
no limits. So then they're just gonna do no limits. So and then you're just gonna have certain people with this product.
Yeah.
So the actual people that do collect are not gonna get any.
Well, I mean, the Mega Evolutions, it's going to be the first one of the set. I think it is going to be popular because they're bringing Mega back. They're bringing Megas back.
They're bringing Megas back. What?
So it'll be,
no,
it'll be,
that's a no.
it'll be
how to act. What?
it'll be something new, something
Something new.
for people. Well,
It's
well,
not something new. They're bringing it back.
They're bringing it back, but it's I'm saying
it's the same.
new,
It's the
new
same.
era, new
It's
era.
the
They're
same
getting
old
rid of
shit.
they're getting rid of Scarlet and Violet. Now we're bringing in Mega Evolutions.
It's no, but it's like it's the same. Like I've said it for a while now.
This is
The imagination of Pokemon is terrible. They just keep bringing stuff back.
well,
Like,
you
what
saw
do we
what they
do?
did.
Oh, we'll
You,
just bring stuff
you
back.
saw
We'll
what they
bring it.
did.
151.
Yeah, you saw
Bring
what
it
they
back.
did with the Dragonite. That wasn't very
Yeah.
creative either.
They're
No.
terrible.
They could have
not
done
at
much
all.
better, and,
Yeah.
and
I
th-
s-
they
it-
did they did them dirty, to be
As
honest.
soon as I saw Timber and Gerda,
that,
done.
that was good. Yeah, those were good. They're awesome releases, honestly.
Well,
Like,
it's- the
awesome
Mega,
additions
Mega,
to the
Mega Evolutions
Pokemon
is
family.
going to be good, but I think there's more hype around Phantasmal Flames.
Why? Because of the Charizard.
Because
Yeah.
but not only Charizard, doesn't that set have a Charizard and Gengar?
And Gengar. Yeah.
Like they're putting two of the biggest, sought after Pokemon in one set.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I've just done the
Well, but-
pre-orders
I mean,
for them.
Before we get into
I
that,
mean-
we also have the Magic release.
Well, see, that's what I was
Magic-
about, I was
Magic
about to
has
bring
been
that up,
picking
saying that he brought up the fact that Pokemon's losing, like they're losing creativity.
Uh-huh.
But look at what Magic is doing.
Yeah.
Magic is bringing banger set after banger set with these collabs that they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of. I don't know if they kind of stole it from. They've kind of always been doing it realistically, but like majority,
I mean,
like
I've only noticed-
Fortnite or whatever.
I've only noticed them more recently once they started doing the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Then they did Final Fantasy. The SpongeBob is probably one of your favorites, Jeff.
So the Secret Lair ones.
Yeah, Secret
Secret
Lair
Lairs,
always have a bunch of different ones, but fun to be
Deadpool,
dropping it in.
Deadpool, Sonic.
Yeah.
But so this is going to be like a main series
Yeah,
type of
Yeah.
set,
yeah.
or is
This
it
is
Secret
main
Lair?
series.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is not.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this,
that's
they
cool then.
both get released on 26th. It's doing the same. You know what I mean? Rip.
oh yeah,
Well,
it's-
yeah.
yeah.
We'll post it on his
Yeah,
on
we'll-
his Instagram on how many we're gonna get. We've got kind of preliminary numbers on Mega Evolutions and Magic.
Still
looking
waiting
good.
for some. Still waiting for some final counts from
Yeah.
the distros. We'll see what we get.
Yeah, it's
But-
not looking
but
good, but we're
Mega's-
still gonna do
Mega's-
one per customer.
But
and-
Mega's coming in 2 waves though.
Is it?
Yeah,
What
so
are
there's
they-
2
what are they-
waves.
what are they
3
splitting?
products released first, and then
No, there's in like all the products are coming, and then they're doing a second wave of all the products. It's not 2 different
Oh,
waves
okay,
of it.
Okay.
So like you're gonna
So
get
it's boosters, ETBs. Are there any collection boxes coming off the
where
beginning, or
there's-
is it going to be the single packs?
there's boosters, ETBs,
The 3 pack
build and
boosters
battles, 3 packs, and sleeved.
and the sleeved. Okay.
And then I think booster bundles, and they usually come later.
Okay.
But then there's going to be a second wave.
Not for distros.
if we ever
I mean, second wave will release, but it's gonna release at market.
Well, ours.
Yeah, basically, the second waves of distros.
Well, that's if we
that's
get
not
it.
even doing any.
That's if we get it.
Well, true.
yeah, we'll see.
Like that's the only issue. It's like we don't know how much we're gonna get. Like, and I hopefully like I've been saying it. Like, I hope they do print a lot of it, so we do get more. Do you know what I mean? So we can do it at a more reasonable price, and then we get it at a reasonable price. So we're not
I mean,
having
when
to
we
charge
get,
market.
all the
on
stuff we
sale.
do get from distro, we sell it at retail. So
Yeah,
all
but-
that stuff we are selling at retail. It's just how much stuff are we really gonna get? Now, I think Pokemon going with the whole direction of okay, cool, we're gonna cut out the distros. Don't get me wrong, I understand it from one standpoint because the distros are doing things the wrong way. Because we see that by having to order through distros, but then at the same time, neither are the corporations. So why don't they do what
But then again, like
what Tops did and just start printing themselves and start, you have to apply directly to them. And if you release something early, if they get wind of anything, you're cut out. That's it.
And again, like realistically though, like the way to kind of cut it out would be to have distros set at a price, and then whoever distros sell it to, they have to sell it at a certain price.
Exactly. Make
Like-
it where people have to sell it
Because
at retail.
the thing is, and I get it from a distro point of view, like I'd do the exact same because I'm like, why am I having to sell it at lower cost when I'm just selling to someone else who's going to make 4 or 5 times the amount of money for it? Why can't I get a better piece of that pie?
So I don't want to jump ahead, but the same thing that you're saying now is going to come up relevant in one of the next topics that I want to.
I
talk
don't want to
about.
jump ahead, but I'm going to jump ahead.
No. I'm saying it's something that we're going to bring up again. Just so
Oh
you know.
yeah,
But,
but like with that, it's like keep a. Do you know what I mean? Like they should get a slice of it, but Pokemon should be speaking to the distros, the approved distros, and saying you've got to sell it at this price. But whoever you sell it to, they've got to agree to as well, because it's like, what was it? The Zion cases for the wholesale agreement, we have to sell it at no more than MSRP. Like we can't sell it any more.
And you can't sell it for less either.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because you can't sell it for less. Because if you're selling it for less than they are, then you're kind of undercutting them. So even if we're saying we're going to make a little bit less, but
So
we're going to sell out.
Basically the same thing that Apple does. Like this is the price
Exactly.
that it is. This is what you need
But
to
the
sell
only
it for.
thing is that the amount of work it's going to take them to track that, like how, what I'm saying, distros probably have thousands of stores and
it just but they know they'll do checks. Do you know what I mean? No, just check on people's websites and stuff like that. That's all it needs to do. You just have a quick check, like on it. Oh, I messed that up.
That's all good.
Quick check on it, and basically just go back and go through, and just have people randomly go and test it, and then literally once you're done, caught selling over, done.
exactly.
Basically, you probably should be like the first 2 weeks you've got to sell it at that price. Then after you can do market price on it. Do you know what I mean? You can do what the fuck you want, like realistically, because you've got to limit it for the first 2 weeks. Because
but then who's stopping people
you're
from saying
getting-
I'm going to hold it?
Yeah,
that's up to them.
That's what happens.
But that's up to them.
You're gonna have that issue. I would say
No, but that's up to them. Like they could hold it. You don't have to sell it. They can't force you to sell something. But
they can't force it. But you want to do the right thing for your customers.
Yes, but the customers won't go back to your shop if you're not going to sell it in the first 2 weeks.
Well, okay, that's
They're going to
also true,
know.
but-
They're going to be like, hold on a minute, and you're not got extra. Oh, you're holding all the stuff in the back, so you can come and charge more. I'm not going to come back to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the stores that are actually selling it.
Okay.
That's what
fair.
I'd do.
No, that's fair.
And then I go back to the other stores later on and buy more.
Well,
That makes sense.
You already had mentioned about the Phantasmal Flames and the Pokemon Center drop with
Yep.
the 40,000 plus items that were pre-sold before they even went live on the website.
How does
Like,
that even happen?
I don't know how that happens, but it's bots, obviously.
That has to be like a
Um,
SKU that was released for like a second and then was about to be taken off or something like that, and then
Unless
No,
you
well,
just
because
found a way
they assign those SKUs to the items
straight away.
right before the
yeah. So when they're
Before
editing
they-
the site,
before
if
they
by
go put 'em
mistake
up on
you
the
put it
site,
live, and then the bots
it
start eating it up.
could be like data miners, like hackers type of thing that they
Yeah.
find out the information, release it, put it in the bots, and they're already able to go in
Mhm.
because they have the SKUs and all the data
Unless
they
it's-
need.
Yeah, unless you've got it. And do you know, like we
Pre-buy it,
you know,
but
like we can add quantities to something, but
Yeah.
it's not live in our system.
Yeah.
Or you just draft it.
Mhm.
Maybe they kind of did that, but then they'd
or
already
maybe
preset.
maybe it was technically live but still hidden from the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
And
don't
because
post
the
on the
the
website.
bots had the info, they were able to go in and
Yeah.
buy it.
Oh, like we can
I
do it
mean-
live on as POS, but we're
Mhm.
not online.
Yeah.
Maybe it just did
Mhm.
like
Or
that.
similar to that. Yeah, so I mean, I know it caused a delay in the release. I did see some updates that they were going to be releasing in the next maybe 24 to 48 hours. Today's the 7th, so maybe tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday,
Monday at 1:00.
maybe.
Usually at 1:00.
we'll see.
isn't it?
We'll see when they release. But
Yeah, like 12-1. That's
I
at least the last couple of times it's been that.
I think that set's going to be really big. It's going to be a very sought after set just because of the chase cards of Mega Gengar and the Mega Charizard from the leaked artwork that's been put out there. Looks pretty good.
Is it
Looks
actually
pretty
leaked? Or is it them fan
No,
arts?
I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to be. Yeah, they
Because
already
they're
have.
coming out with the UPCs as well.
Are they?
Yeah, there's Charizard. UPC.
Charizard, right? It's gonna
Yeah.
be Charizard. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna. This set's gonna go crazy. It's gonna continue the hype right into the holiday season. So
I mean, what do you think of the artworks for the Mega Charizard and Mega Gengar?
the Mega Charizard, it looks cool, but I honestly I like the Gengar better from what's been released. The Gengar one, I'm more excited for that one.
Yeah, same.
Even though
don't know.
I collect Charizard, but I do like the Gengar.
You collect everything.
There's certain cards that I try to focus a little bit more on. It's the Charizards and Pikachu, but eventually I end up getting them.
Slowly try to get away with trying to talk his way out of that, but yeah, I just collect them all. That's ketchup.
No, I do agree. I do prefer the Mega Gengar, but I don't know. I feel like it was a little cartoonish compared
The
to the last
Gengar?
Mega. No, the Charizard.
Oh
Yeah.
I don't know. it
Compared
just
to the
wasn't
last
crazy.
Mega Charizard, it was kind of
I
like
think if it's the one that I'm thinking of, the one is it the the Mega Charizard X, and then it has also the Charizard. I think it's Charizard Y, towards the bottom of it, where they're like kind of the
Male and
they're-
female.
no, just they gave them two different forms from X and Y. But I don't know. It looks good.
Funko Pops.
Yeah,
What do you got about
you
that?
seen? Have you seen the latest issues going on in the Funko Pop world?
I did not.
You got scalpers also taking over that space. I mean, I think it's always been an issue in collectibles in general. It's not just with Pokemon that you find these issues with, but this latest one has been pretty significant. The smaller one was with the Tusk released from GameStop. It's a solo leveling anime Funko Pop. Limited edition, 9,500 pieces. MSRP $20. When it initially got released, was like 300. Now they're kind of selling for 150. Just as an example of this, that's kind of like a normal case scenario. You see that quite often. It's not unheard of. But the one that's really causing some issues is a Dragon Ball Z one, a Goku one, limited edition, 1,200 pieces worldwide. From when I initially saw this, I was still over in Portugal, because I was like, oh, I'm a big DBZ fan. I was like, I want to collect this Funko Pop. So I had reached out to a couple friends to see if they can get it for me, but they were like, dude, it's going to be almost nearly impossible. Once they started telling me that it was already selling on eBay for over $1,000, I was like, what the hell? What the hell's the reason?
What's so special about it?
What's the reason behind this? I mean, it's limited edition, so there wasn't going to be many of them available to begin with. But
I mean, 1,200 pieces worldwide, Rose.
Yeah,
That's nothing.
you're right. So they gave
Not that many Dragon Ball fans.
they gave
There's a lot.
they gave a company, it's called Evend. They basically were going to do a release here in the States. They basically made a disaster out of the whole release from what I'm hearing. Once I started like digging in, I watched the video on YouTube. Give some credit to Skillet Rampage. We'll post a link in the description then if you guys want to go check that out. But basically, what ended up happening, they had a few listed in the buy it now for MSRP, which was like $40. I think they sold 14 at MSRP in the buy it now. They did a couple giveaways during the stream. I think they gave away 5 during that one. And then the rest they were putting into like a spin game. So I mean, we've all been on Whatnot. We know how some of these things work. They basically will put up random pops. From what it looked like, could be like cheaper pops that they want to get rid of.
Event is the person that was releasing the Funkos.
Event
was
is
streaming
the
on
company.
And they were streaming on Whatnot. Selling them.
Yes.
That's not a release.
No, yeah.
But that's how they're
So
releasing them.
So
Yeah.
they're releasing them.
The numbers that I just gave briefly are from one of the streams. They've done multiple streams now throughout the week.
So surely they should be selling for MSRP if they're the ones that are releasing the Funkos.
That's why I said it comes back to the thing you were just talking about before. It's like they got them from Funko.
Yeah.
They were supposed to do the release. Instead of just going ahead and selling them for $40 a piece, they're doing it in separate streams. They're putting them, credit, doing them some as giveaways, great. But putting them in a spin game at a chance to get a ticket to then go and buy one, I don't think that's right.
With that?
I don't think
This must
they're
be
allowed to. I don't think they're allowed to.
This is the last.
What's
release.
platinum tier members?
So they also apparently held 200 pieces for their platinum tiered members. I think it's people that had spent over two grand on their platform. They were giving them some exclusive benefits to then be able to buy it.
But wait, so I'm not getting that. Event releases this Funko.
Yeah.
They get it from Funko
in collaboration
and
with Funko.
We're gonna release it.
Yeah.
So these Funkos must be worth more because this is the last ever event release.
Well, maybe that's why they're
It's
selling
so
for
exclusive.
$1,000. Maybe that's why they're selling for $1,000 plus on eBay.
Who in the right mind thinks that this is a good idea and like
No,
people's gonna do it?
It's terrible.
Is
It's
this
terrible the way that they're
specific
handling
Funko-
this.
Is this specific Funko an event like Funko?
No.
So this is Funko was gonna drop this regardless, with event or not, and they just chose event to be the ones
Yeah.
to help them with the drop in the States.
Mhm.
Oh no, yeah, it's a shit show. Yeah, it's a shit show. Yeah, no, that's horrible.
So
And the
there
fact
was-
that Funko even allowed
there
this
were-
is crazy.
during,
Yeah.
during their spin game, there were pops that were selling for like $600+. Granted, they're like maybe $10 or $15 pops selling for over 600, just because people wanted a chance that maybe they thought that they were going to get a ticket to buy the Goku one. So it's a shit show. And then apparently, even during one of the last streams, I was over at Leo's. He's like, "Yo, did you see what they're live right now? Did you see what they're doing? They offered to sell one for 2K just right off the stream.
Like, this has got to be investigated.
It should be.
Like, this is this can't happen. It's literally like just.
I think the more you look into this, the worse it gets.
But how do people think they're just gonna? Oh, this is gonna be fine. We're gonna get away with this.
Yeah, the more you keep talking about it, the worse it's getting, because it's like. So you're telling me if they got it from Funko, so you would imagine that they have to get it from Funko at a little bit lower rate if they're gonna be selling it for 40, or there's something there's a piece of it that they're gonna get somehow, regardless of how they
Or
structured
they're
it
gonna
with
get
Funko.
paid for distribution of these
Exactly.
like kind
They're-
of
they're
things.
releasing
Regardless
them-
of how they structure it with Funko, they're already gonna get a piece of it, right? Just by doing a release however they want to do the release, and I guess Funko trusted them to do the release a specific way.
Mhm.
So for them to do a release and just do this, which is wild, where they're making that much more off the same thing.
I hopped on the stream just to see like what was going on. So they were doing their regular thing, putting up random pops. They were still doing some giveaways, but literally on their back wall, it was just stacked with these Goku pops. So they know exactly what they're doing. And
it's like
This is another situation of Whatnot partnering up with the wrong people again. Like Whatnot just allows anything to go on at this point.
The video that I showed you yesterday, the dad and the son. It must have been like the first time. Do you remember when we first time streamed and we had that like kind of Amazon like bendy leg thing with the phone that just kept falling over?
Yeah,
they were using that.
This kid's like opening packs. He sounds like he's like 10-year-old because here his dad in the background. They got some packs.
The first pack that I saw on the camera, because he was, if he's gonna show me something, I know something's up with it. But the first pack that I see on the camera, I look at it, I was like, something's not right. I said something's not right with that pack.
Yeah, because he did it. He went through it, and he was like, "Oh, no hits." And the dad's in the background. Oh yeah, we're waiting for the hits too. Just make sure you put hits in the pack, and then it should be fine. 'Cause you're dictating it. I kind of saw it coming because we were on Reddit, and then next one, like later on, they're opening loads of packs. And it's like, yeah, just don't know what's happening. I was like, this guy deserves an Oscar. And then next minute, opens a pack, camera folds. Like he says, the best comment is the dad goes, "Oh, put the cards back on camera so they don't think we're doing something." And then he goes through the pack. And then he's like, Pokeball. So he's like, I need a sleeve. He didn't do the card trick. So then there's the Energy, Code Card, Pokeball in the same pack. And then
they were all resealed. All the packs.
Then he's like, then he's going, oh, I need 2 sleeves. And his dad, you hear his dad's like thinking and like must be reading the comments. He's like, oh damn, we're cooked. Like we need to end the stream. We need to end the stream.
Yeah,
so he picks up the phone.
Caught. He's like, we got caught.
We got caught. So then he picks
He said that out loud?
Yeah. No, so he picks the phone up. He puts it down on the bed.
No,
he thought he'd ended it.
He thought he had ended the stream, and he hadn't ended the stream yet.
So then he's
you
him,
hear all
him
this
in the background. No, but then he's in the background going, oh yeah. And his son's like, oh no, we got caught. Like, oh, that we can't do it anymore. And his dad literally said, no, we'll just wait. We'll wait. We've got to wait for all these people to leave a stream, and then we'll do it again later.
No,
Kids, any kid should be banned from streaming or whatnot. You got to be at least 18.
He had his dad.
No, the kid shouldn't be even opening packs.
Kids shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be opening packs.
No.
But it's stupid for people actually buying from him.
I
guess
Whatnot's gonna use the excuse that like, oh, there's kids on YouTube and that type of thing.
Yeah, but he's selling. He's selling something. Is the kid getting paid?
No.
No, then
the dad
report
is.
him to child welfare.
I mean, he might.
No, but it would.
No, that was funny.
It would. You know when you thought he could get worse, he would just get it worse and worse and worse.
And worse.
They were the best.
I mean, I don't know. just to be like to me that's why the hobby is so messed up
Yeah.
because like now that's a dad showing the kid like that's how you do shit the wrong way.
Yeah.
I just
Cheating in
saw
life.
I just saw a video from one of the vendors that I don't know what show he was at, but it was a kid with his grandma.
I was just gonna bring that up. That's what I
Kid
was
with
trying
his
to tell him
grandma
about.
that literally
Yeah,
that they try to sell a card and then
The
the kid exactly the kid said something and you see him zoom in on grandma and grandma went shh like
yeah,
to the
because
kid
the kid said something like, "Oh, the condition's not very good."
exactly
The grandma was like, "Shh."
exactly. So
No,
then
but then
the guy said it was fake, whatever, gave him back the card, and then he sold it to another vendor, and then the vendor comes up to that guy and he's like, hey, is this fake, whatever? And he's like, yeah. And supposedly ended up tracking him down and grab it, but I was just like, that's just a horrible
Oh
example.
no, because he
That-
went to another vendor and traded it in,
yeah.
and then they walked off, and then that's how they got him. Because the grandma was like, "Yeah, he's probably." But then again, he could be like, "Oh, he's trying to rip us off." Like because we probably do at that. We're like, "Oh, this is fake. I'll just keep this."
No, well, something that keeps coming up. I mean, we have kids that come into the store all the time with fake cards that they get traded at school. Like that's something that constantly keeps happening. So
I
maybe
told you you
maybe
need
the
to
kid
stop doing that. By the way.
maybe the kid got it. You know, whatever. Try to give him some benefit, but maybe he got it in a bad trade, and now he's trying to get out of it so that he
No,
doesn't take a total
It
loss.
might never be that.
But to have an adult there supervising, like teaching them the wrong thing in both of those situations
I
is
mean-
just
No,
not.
but
That's not the
no,
way it
no,
should be done.
Did you see
give
the
the
other
grandma-
one where same thing, vendor guy came in with his son. He's going through all the cards. He separated the cards and he goes, hey, all these cards right here are fake.
Yeah.
And then he ripped one to show them. And then they allowed him to rip it, so he ripped one to show them. And the guy literally said, rip the rest and I'll give you a pack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And the kid's like, no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
the
whatever.
dad were like,
And
no.
the dad's like, no, it's fine, whatever. And he's like, no, just rip the
I did
rest
see
and
that
I'll
video
give you
too.
a pack.
And it's just like we want to get rid of the fake
Exactly.
ones, so
we
there's
should
not
get rid
out
of the
there.
fake ones so
Don't-
they're not
don't
out
keep-
there, so
don't keep
nobody else
putting them back into
exactly.
the
So like that nobody
rotation.
else gets caught with this and all that.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it. They walked away with the fakes. So
Yeah,
that's
because
what
he
I'm
probably
saying.
pumped it to someone else.
Exactly. That's the issue. The issue is parents are doing this, and this is crazy. And that's making the hobby even worse.
I get it, but then on the flip side, is there's going to be vendors that are basically going to say, "Well, this is fake. I'll just throw it away," or blah blah blah. I'll keep it because I like this card, even though it's fake. And then it's actually a real card because it's hard to believe on what is real. Do you know what I mean?
Well, but that's why you show them the difference. Like the one video with the kid and the grandma.
Yeah, but if you don't
The
really
vendor
know,
took his time. The vendor took his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared the card. Like, look, this is yours. This is what a real one looks like. You can clearly tell the difference.
Yeah, but if you
So-
don't know, and someone's saying that, yes, I can tell the difference, but I don't. You could be telling me anything.
I mean, the first red
Well-
flag is if the person tells you it's fake and then they want to keep it, automatic red flag.
Yeah.
Automatic. Now, if they tell you it's fake and they're pushing it off to you, saying like, "No, that's fake," like get out, then you know it's a fake card
Yeah.
because obviously, if there was something valuable, if it had some value or something, they're gonna want to keep it.
Yeah.
So,
Well-
I don't know. I just feel like that's that's ruining the hobby right now. On top of
That-
everything else,
That also
and these
just got me-
parents that are
Well,
also
Did
like,
you see? Did you see the other thing that? Did you see the? I don't know if we're laughing at
No,
the same thing,
No,
but
I'm not.
the grandma that was at a game and went
Oh,
up
Philly's
to
Karen.
the
Philly's
Karen.
Karen. She got
that
fired as
wasn't a
well.
The
grandma.
home run. She wasn't a grandma.
No,
I mean, she had
that
white
was a
hair. I didn't.
Yeah, it was
She's a see you
totally-
next Tuesday.
yeah. She's
Literally couldn't catch the ball to save her life. The dude got it on the bottom step
yeah.
fair and
and then he
square.
walked over to his section.
And then she walked over to him
That
like,
is
no,
my ball.
yeah.
yeah,
So- and
that's-
the dad had to take it out of the kid's hand to give it to this lady. Like, dude,
Yeah, but I'm glad that
You know-
they
you know
obviously
about-
got sorted
get
after.
you
but
out
she,
of here,
she
bro.
got fired.
Go
she
kick
did.
rocks.
Yeah, she did. She's
dude.
also from Jersey, by the way. But funniest thing about that though was
Is the
like,
haircut.
no, well, I mean that's hilarious too. But the fact that like you saw that catch it, right? You mean he grabbed it,
Yeah.
right? Because it was on the floor. He grabbed it, ran over to his son, gave it to his son, and gave him the biggest hug, like
Yeah.
just eyes closed and everything, just like the. You know, like the proudest dad moment right there, and then she just ruined it right after,
No, but
and that's why the whole internet.
No, but that.
And it's
that's-
like,
No,
come on,
the
bro.
internet set her on fire because
Exactly.
she
People automatically found out where
deserved
she
it.
worked. They found out her name. They started ripping her own Facebook. Like,
But no,
what do
but
you-
she. So another guy were basically saying you're out of order, blah blah blah. She walked down the steps and I had to go at him as well because he like some guy that was sat. Do you know where it happened? They were on the same row, like couple rows down, and there's a video of her going up and screaming at him as well. And then there's her like jumping around, like waving the ball around.
I mean, Phillies fans. That's the number one.
Oh,
problem there.
100%.
That's the number one problem. Is they're Philly
FTA.
fans. Exactly.
That's yeah. That was just
Philly
wrong.
fans, unfortunately, sorry if you guys are Philly fans, but you guys are horrible.
Those are the worst.
But it's the funny thing too is these were two Philly fans in Florida.
No, but
They were in a away game, and they're both Philly fans. Instead of being on the same, that's what happens.
No,
I'm
but
like,
do
savage.
you know what I mean? And the day, it's a good lesson for the dad did
Yeah.
because he's, you know what I mean?
He didn't want any problems. He's like,
just like, do you know what I mean? People are gonna act like that. Let them. Do you know what I mean? If you being the bigger person, like generally always works out because he got like loads of free stuff. He got a free bat.
Yeah.
Still a Phillies fan, but whatever.
I mean, the kid got to meet, I think, one of the players and signed the bat.
Oh, did he? I didn't know they
he
did.
did.
All that.
They came up with a gift.
They gave them World Series tickets.
Oh
now.
no, a guy says I'll give you World Series tickets and an RV.
Nice.
Yep. So they're gonna get World Series tickets. So that's so they ended up winning on that one.
So they made a bad situation into a good one.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's good.
But then, is it now? Are you gonna get set up situations like this?
No, you don't really see that very often.
'Cause we could do it.
Yeah, there's some good actors out there. We're not good actors though.
Stop.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, just check out our Instagram. We're not good actors.
We're terrible. No. What did I say? Unpopular opinion. I don't know if I should say
Here
it.
we go.
Are we gonna get canceled?
No, but
All right, guys, you're not going to tune in for episode 10 because episode 9's our last. So, hey, it was a nice run.
the streamer, I'm not going to mention names, but the streamers that get donations, or the vendors that get donations for people, for cards, why did they get so, like, why did they get so much? Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Initially, they started off being nice, but now a lot of these people get donations, and then people basically pay for these cards, and then that's where they get loads of money. So they're not actually doing anything. All they're doing is giving away stuff that someone's bought and giving away to them. Why are the people that are actually giving them the money not getting better props?
They're passing it forward, type of thing.
I'm not passing it forward. Someone's saying here's $200, give some free stuff away. I'm getting $200 for this.
To a degree.
Is anyone checking there?
As long as you,
if you're still giving
as long as he's giving away
if
that
you're still
value
giving
in
out
cards,
exactly, as long as you're giving out
So he's not
$200
losing.
of product, he's
What
not
is he
losing.
doing?
no, he's not losing. But
He's not losing at all,
He's
no.
the one in the position.
But if he's buying at 80%, he's making 20% on every 10.
Well, then,
Is that unpopular opinion?
if he wasn't making money, he wouldn't be able to keep doing it.
Yeah. But then he gets money
Come
from
on.
his views.
Don't be negative. He's doing a good thing.
I do. It is good. It's only when you get to a certain level.
It's the,
Like
it's,
when you
it's the
start
people
off-
that take advantage of those situations.
Yeah.
That's what's I don't like. But I don't feel like he's doing that.
Who are you talking about?
I mean, don't say it on here.
Same person.
Don't say it on here. But I guess we'll get into that after cameras off.
No, but I'm talking. There's a couple of people.
Okay.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'll bring this back offline.
Okay.
We'll touch on this then. But let's segue into something else.
Touch on this.
Yeah.
What?
I'll touch that offline.
What's this new? What's this new PSA?
Yeah, the PSA thing that's going on right now. Well, there's a couple things that PSA dropped, but that whole thing where you can send them a card, they'll
it blew my
grade
mind.
it and
It blew my
sell
mind
on
the other
eBay.
day. He pulled up one of our most recent PSA orders. Well, it was one of the cards that we sent in.
Yeah.
They straight up made us an offer right on the
Yeah.
site.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the fuck?
Which you vary. I don't know where they get.
We want it.
I don't know, but I don't know where they're getting the market price from to get it. Because yes, on the lower end of the value, it looks a bit like between like 85 and 90%. But on the on the few higher ones that are sold, it's going down to like 70%. Because like so someone graded a Mewtwo, Teams Rocket Mewtwo EX, the SIR. I think they offered 387, I think. But then market were like 450 on the lower end, but up to 550 on some sold. There's like a couple sold at 550, which drops it down to 70%. So I don't know where's PSA getting their market price from to make you an offer. Because they say they're doing it at 90%.
They say it's at 90.
I
the-
think
the
they
offer
say it's
that they make you.
90%.
But if you
Yeah,
look
I
at
don't
the PSA website, they do have like the eBay price at the bottom. But if you always
That's
look,
never updated.
I was gonna say that if you look at that eBay price, it's always like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at current eBay last sold, it does never matches that last sold. That last sold's from like 2 weeks
And it's
ago.
only on certain cards that they offer it on there
Exactly.
as well.
Yeah. It's only specific cards that you can even see that on. So I don't know where they're getting it from. At the same time, they also did partner with GameStop, so maybe together they're trying to figure something out.
They're
Maybe.
trying to do a
Maybe.
monopoly.
Well, I know.
Fuck
I know.
'em.
I know. GameStop apparently from some rumors that I've heard is also
Word on the street.
word on the street is they're getting heavily into the TCG
Yeah,
market.
supposedly GameStop's changing all their stores into TCG stores.
TCG
style,
stores,
style,
they're,
you know.
they're gonna have some
Mainly TCG
display
stores. They're
cases.
still gonna
for-
have games,
for,
obviously.
for singles and slabs.
Fuck 'em.
And there's
So
a few,
game
there's
TCG stop,
one in our area I know that is already
TCG GameStop. How they gonna change that?
one in our area is already a Play Store and apparently has some
Yeah.
tournaments upcoming.
Yeah.
So
I get it. You can do tournaments because people do the hobby and stuff like that. But doing singles, it's gonna open it up more to more videos of GameStop employees fucking up.
we'll see what
World
happens.
Star.
I mean, are they gonna work? Are they gonna work in conjunction with like how are they gonna get the single pricing? Like are they working in conjunction with TCG Player? Are they gonna
Because,
work with
'cause
eBay? Or are they who
like
they
If they
how-
already if they already have that partnership with eBay, maybe that's where they'll pull their
exactly
info
because
from.
eBay
But-
owns TCG Player.
No, but yeah, but the
So-
thing is, like, are they gonna do it on a store by store basis, which is gonna be wild, but it's gonna be more accurate because they can use like TCG Player and stuff. But if they're gonna use GameStop wide, like they do for offers on cards, like they're limited on a
Well-
Moonbrand $500.
Their offers, their offers on like video games previously was terrible. Terrible. They would give you like,
Sometimes you'd have to
they'd
pay
give
them.
you
Yeah,
pe-
but
they'd
they-
give
they-
you pennies to.
They got
for-
better with the TCG side of it. They did have obviously I don't know if you guys had seen Leonhardt's video back in the days when they first came out with this is not too long ago, but
What,
when they
were
when they
asking for
first
free
came
stuff?
out with grading cards.
Mm.
You know, they first came out with that. You know, Leonhardt went in there, did a whole video. The store he went to, that store manager, like at that, I guess they were one of the test stores where they were already selling packs. They already had like everything set up, tables. They were doing tournaments, all that. So they were one of the test stores, and he was explaining kind of like how everything was working and all that. Obviously he didn't say too much about the back end, but it did seem like they had a system where they scanned the QR code on the slab, and I guess whatever that system was showing, that's what they can offer. Seems like that's kind of getting pricing a lot from either PSA or whoever, but that's kind of like the guidelines that they were using.
Mhm.
So if they do have a partnership with eBay, let's just say, right, and then they do get it from TCG Player, who's to say they can't do a store, countrywide thing where if you get in
Well-
singles, you just automatically if they have a system where they can scan it and kind of bring it together with TCG and it will show them that.
Yeah, but then
That's what they'll work
but
on.
Then, but what if I go like I'm gonna take my gold? I'm gonna take a gold star then. You look at the price of TCG for gold stars.
It's all over the
Like
place.
it could be like $9,000 for.
That's the biggest issue.
$2,000
The
They're-
biggest
card.
they'll
issue is
probably-
going to be: do their employees know how to look at condition?
It's yeah.
Right.
Are you gonna train? But you can train people to do that. But then the thing is, like, and then it's going to be regimented on it.
I mean,
But then
condition.
unless they only take in near mint
Well, I know on slabs
and
they-
new stuff and new sets.
on slabs they only buy 8, 9s, and 10s.
Yeah.
From what I
Okay.
heard, they don't buy any of the other ones.
Oh, they're missing out on those PSA ones, maybe.
Yeah, they don't know about that. Come to Epic.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I feel like this is this is a deep, dark thing that between all of them that it can get very shady.
I think
It can cross that line.
It's already crossed that line.
In
Yeah.
recent times, they see the hype that's around Pokemon and around collectibles. Collectibles has become much more popular in the mainstream. So now you see these big companies wanting to get into the mix. And I mean, we're just gonna have to see what happens, see how it
Even-
plays out.
Is it Kevin O'Leary? Who's the guy from
Yeah, Kevin
Shark
O'Leary.
Tank?
Yep.
Telling
I saw
people
that.
to invest in
Sports.
collectibles and
Mhm.
sports
Yep.
and blah blah blah.
Was he the one that he had
bought
some partners and bought the
he bought the
the
Kobe and
card?
Jordan for 30.
Yeah, the signature cards. Yeah.
What bad advice is that? Go and invest your money into the most volatile market ever that can be easily manipulated.
From where it started to where it is now, the collectibles does. I mean, in Pokemon has a really high return, but that's if you sell. A lot of
Actually,
people,
that's-
a lot of people
that's-
don't sell.
Yeah,
That's a good point to bring up. Actually, is how like we have us knowing and being involved in the
In the space.
besides
Yeah.
being in besides owning the shops. Obviously, we're involved in the space regardless, and we're always looking at different things. That's a pretty good reason for if you are selling your cards to GameStop, and you do pump them up on TCG, and then now they are following TCG, and they are at that pump out
Great.
prices.
I'll be in GameStop every week, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's going to be a huge loss for them that they don't even realize.
Yeah, like how are they going to do it on pumped cards? Because
Exactly.
that
there was
happens all
one
the
of the
time.
most recent ones that I was.
We've been
alerted
seeing that
to.
more and more lately. From
Yeah,
other
there-
The
cards.
percentages
you know
have
the-
got to be horrendous
You know
to
the new
cover this.
the new
Exactly.
Victini, for example, on that
Yeah.
poster box. It was like a $2-3 card. Recently, it's been pumped up to like 10.
Yeah.
That's already another one that's going up.
It's crazy. Like I just don't get it. It's like a lot of stuff. It's like we've had stuff, and I've seen like I think it was what the Paldean Fates. It was like 360 market. All of a sudden, 3 sold in one day, and then I checked TCG, gone up to 450, 475, 500, and I was like, whatever. Like, if we put them up to that price, they're not gonna sell. Like no one's buying them at that price. But then,
I mean, people that don't know, might.
no one actually buying at that
That's
price.
what I'm saying. But this is the thing. This space, like you just said, Kevin O'Leary, all these people talking about this stuff, right? All this hype around it. New people come into the hobby, don't know better, buy it.
If
know
you've
what
got $500 to spend on something that you don't know about, you've got too much money.
I mean, but there's people doing it. They're thinking that, oh, if they get a bad advice from
If
somebody,
they take
say
this
like,
guy's
hey,
advice now and
I-
go and put
exactly,
some money
you know,
into
like,
it.
they come into
You
it
should
and-
take my advice. If you're thinking about getting into Pokemon now or getting into it again,
Right now is not a good time.
don't.
No, yeah,
Don't do it.
Not at this
Don't do
specific
it.
time.
Unless
Do you
you're if you're already
do you know how
in, you
many people-
play and whatever.
do you know how
then
many people
obviously-
I
Unless you
tell-
know about it. If
Yeah.
you know
If
and
you
you're
know-
well
if you
versed
know the
about it, yeah,
market.
sure.
do,
no
no,
problem.
if you know about it and you used to collect and you want to get back into it, don't. I tell people all the time. Do you know what people do? I'll
There's-
just get a couple.
What-
There's
what-
still smart buys right now.
What kind of shop do you want?
Yeah, I know.
I'm running on his thing. Do not. This is the
Yeah,
worst
no,
time to
we've-
get into the hobby.
Yes,
Wait a
it
year.
is.
Wait a
There's-
year and buy it all later.
I mean, if you can get stuff for market price,
Yeah.
that's fine. And there's still some stuff that that if I buy it, like saying if you currently buy it right now, the return later on is going to be higher. There are a lot of newer things. I'll be honest. I'd say a lot of stuff from Scarlet and Violet and all that. You'd probably say pause. It's like because that stuff can still adjust, go up and down. Everything older than that, Sun and Moon stuff. You really think that's going to drop one day? I don't
No,
think
no.
so.
It's
No,
like
Sun-
what
Sun
did
and
we
Moon's gonna
see
keep
that went
going
up
up.
the other
Exactly.
day?
X and Y is going to keep going up.
Exactly. X and Y, Sun and Moon. Those sets. That's something that it's high right now. But that's something that if I tell you, hey, buy it. If you still buy it today,
If you
a
find
year or
it for
two
a,
from now, it's
for a
gonna,
reasonable price,
Exactly.
go ahead, pick it up.
It's kind of
but-
you need to look at the older sets and how they did
yeah.
and how they've gone to, and then that's just going to be the next ones because
Yeah.
it's just going to be like. Because what was it? 20th anniversary ATB that we saw that went up
Yeah,
to like
that-
2 bags now.
That one's gone up like crazy. I almost picked one up for 13 or 15 not too long ago, a few months, and I was like, oh, it's a lot of money. I'm not going to go. And we just we just saw one.
$2,000.
It was over $2,000 already. I'm like, dude, what the hell, man?
I'll just wait till the 30th anniversary.
Yep, next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year, and then it's gonna shoot up even more.
It's going to go to 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, do we
Well, we
have
got-
any announcements? Anything coming up soon?
Yes, there's Woodbridge Card Show end of this month.
Yes.
Then
Is that release weekend?
It might be.
Oh,
Actually, it is.
That's release
Yes,
weekend.
it
Yes.
is release
Yes. So
weekend.
releases on Friday. Woodbridge Card Show's on Saturday.
I quit Saturday. Sunday.
Yeah. So that's on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, we else in November there's TCG.
November is Collecticon, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Collecticon, New Jersey.
Is
And
there
then,
any
and
other
then
shows?
it's going to be the Phantasmal Flames release as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it that same weekend? I think it is.
I think it is.
Yes. Yes, I
What
believe
the
so.
hell?
Damn, that's gonna be bad again.
Oh,
Holy
no.
crap.
I told you I'm quitting.
We do have other announcements that come up, but those,
Yeah,
those
we got
those
some
we gotta wait on.
special
Yeah.
news.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
got some special
secret.
news, but that's coming soon, and
It's a secret.
we'll drop more videos on that coming soon.
What else? I don't think there's anything else.
No, I think that might be it for now. Stay tuned to our Instagram for more
Oh,
posts.
yeah, there is.
What?
Are we not getting a PSA return this week?
Yes, and I'll be posting a video on our Instagram about that PSA return. It should be very exciting for you guys because it's gonna be a nice giveaway.
Oh, yeah, that's something that that's something we had spoke about
Yeah.
previously.
Actually, we
those
just talked
cards-
about that right before
Those cards
pod,
are
which is fine.
Literally
finally
just
on the-
before the pod.
literally
and
before
you
we
still
started
forgot.
recording. Yes, and
No.
we still forgot.
They're on their way back to us.
Yeah, they're on their way back. Once they get back, we're gonna record a little funny promo video, and we'll post it on Instagram at Epic Trading Co. Also, probably on Epic After Hours Instagram as well. So keep an eye out on those two Instagrams, and probably most likely as YouTube Short and all that.
You got to
Yeah,
the
you
giveaway
to,
though.
you
it's
have
gotta
to
be-
subscribe to the YouTube channel. So
Yeah,
if you are
make
not
sure you-
subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. It's completely free. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button.
Follow us on
Um,
our Instagrams.
yeah,
at
follow
Real
us on
Trading
if you want more
Collectibles.
entries, just get your family members to subscribe.
Yeah. You know, create a YouTube for your grandmother. You know, the dog, everybody. You know, just create that YouTube channel for them and subscribe. So like that, you got more entries. And yeah, tune into the next episode. Should be coming out in a couple of weeks, and we'll keep up with all the news and upcoming events.
Yeah, drop in the comments if you want us to talk about anything.
Yeah. Let us know
Or,
if we
or
missed
your
anything.
thoughts on any of the topics we spoke
That
about.
is true. Yeah. Let us know what you guys think on these things.
My hot take.
All
right.
right,
See
guys.
if you
Till
can
the next
guess it. See if
episode.
you can guess who it
guys.
is.
Catch you guys next time.
Later.
Catch you on the flippity flip.